All right, we are all set up with this Bloodstained Ritual of the Night run, so I will now pass it off to Bobbeigh, a veteran across the series, to showcase a Zangetsu all bosses NMG run.
Everybody, is this thing live? Hello, everyone. I am glad to be here. I'm honored to be here, first of all, but I'm also really excited to see our fund total for this mutual aid event totaled over $3,700 so far. We are just a couple of games away from the finale, but that does not mean you should stop sending your donations in. We have to reach that goal of 4K, and also we are pretty close to hitting our rhythm game incentive for even more bonus co-op action. And that's some incredible, wholesome fun that I would love everyone to experience. But hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Bobbeigh, and this is Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. And we're going to go into a speed run mode with one of my favorite characters in this series that you can play as, called Zangetsu. We're going to load in. We're going to start the timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, everybody. So this is Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and we're playing as one of my favorite characters in the game. As I said, his name is Zangetsu. He is a really great swordsman. Also touted as an EX character, or an extra character that you can play as in particular Metroidvania fashion. These extra characters are quite busted. Yeah, these are some really powerful warriors that you can control, and Zangetsu strays no different from that. I mean, as you can see, we are zipping, zooming, and we are sliding. We're kind of dirtying these all white pants of his, but he doesn't care. He is Zangetsu. So what we're actually doing is a string of special movements, actually, as we do that really nice whirly bird. Most of his special moves will cost the mana, the MP, the purple bar that you see right under his HP, and it's going to be a really nice game of resource management as we use this for movement. Oh, give me a second. As we use this for not only movement, but for dispatching bosses relatively quickly. 1, 2, and 3. Vet bar is down. And we have to whiff a little bit of dive kicks there. Whiffing dive kicks will restore our mana a little bit. And we're just doing some more movement, some more very powerful Street Fighter-esque movement. This is all bosses, and the proper routing for this is that we have to come back to here at some other point. So we're actually going to dip into that little teleporter room. Destroy everybody in our way. And we get to zoom literally right to the entrance. Activate that drawbridge. Get topped up on that MP, and we are going to continue to go. So what else am I doing? We are doing some sliding, but we're not spamming the slide button. We're actually chaining meticulously. The slide with the backdash, but we're actually canceling into another slide again because the backdash is kind of slow. But the backdash is really, really great in this game because you can cancel into pretty much anything, you know, feats of movements and attacks, and they really help us keep that momentum going with Zangetsu. He is a extremely powerful warrior. Unlike any, Metroidvanias, like originally you'll have to, collect like little like progressive related items. Zangetsu doesn't do any of that. You outfit him with a little kit. Here's a little imposter, and we are going to dispose of that imposter. We are the real Zangetsu. We are the real Katana Daddy, and don't you forget it. But all of his special moves are really useful, except for one that we're not necessarily using because we can do that to achieve an incredible vertical height there. We have up to 3 elements that we can imbue our katana with, which will all be present in some way, shape, or form during the course of this run. This is craft work. We're just going to do a little down attack. We're just going to keep spamming Hadouken. Oh yeah, the way that you activate this guy's special moves is that of if you've ever played like Street Fighter, or like a fighting game where you have to press like, quarter circle forward on your D-pad, or down forward, or, down, back, or, a lot of great, like, you know, Capcom-esque or fighting game-esque motions. That's pretty much all you get from this guy. But that's why I kind of play on a rather unconventional but really comfortable controller called a leverless arcade controller. I've seen many people take on this speed run with a lot of great peripherals like control pads, mouse and keyboard even, and you know, that's why I like the PC version of this game. You can pretty much plug up any peripheral that you want and get to compete and get to speed running with the rest of us. And thank you all very much for your donations. Again, keep them rolling on in. We really would love to hit that Pump It Up Extra co-op incentive. I mean, I don't really want to be the one telling you that. There is a host right by my side who should be able to tell you some messages about why we are here and what we're doing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, as a reminder, this is Blackheart's Boston Fund, and we are raising money to help Blackheart Wings, also known as Gabby, raise money for her move to Boston and make sure that that can be safe and comfortable for her. Speaking of that incentive, we got $10 in from Shala Kitty. That says a bit more for both Gabby and Pump It Up. So now we are $25 away from getting the Pump It Up co-op showcase. So we're so close. Please chat. We can make it. We can do it before the end of this run. Absolutely.
We are at the tail end of that incentive as we are approaching the tail end of this really great, expertly produced mutual aid fundraiser. My bad. But honestly, like, let me tell you a little bit about my friend Gabby, aka Blackheart Wings. She is an incredibly loyal member of the speedrun community. She breaks her back to help volunteer in any way, shape, fashion, or form to make sure that our events like the Frame Fatales and what have you work pretty effortlessly. Like, you know, the behind the scenes crew don't really get their flowers enough, but I really would love to see the speedrun community band together to help us in this endeavor. So please, if you would, let's get to 3,800, 3,900 and beyond for our dear friend of the speedrunning community.
I can't +1 that enough. Huge shout out to everybody who works behind the scenes to make these marathons possible. The entire tech crew, everyone working on the restream. It's a lot of work, a lot of effort, and y'all are incredible.
All right, so we're coming up on an actual optional boss here, and some of these optional bosses that are hidden behind these specific doors are pretty much at end game level, which is why you just see me kind of hacking, whacking, and smacking, and this guy's not being phased one single bit. But this is actually the only boss where you'll see us use the ice element. Oh, and that was actually a really good kill there, because the other two elements that we can imbue our katana with, which is fire and electricity, actually trip a sort of negative reaction within that boss. He'll be invincible for a couple of seconds, and then, like, you know, like that wastes time in a speed run, right? Well, by the way, here's a dragon.
Casual dragon.
Casual dragons in this game, let me tell you. Oh, and he jumps! Badgerin.
Dragons aren't allowed to jump.
I always love, like, seeing dragons in like say like JRPGs and all that, where they are really, you know, old, they're really ancient, they're large, they have wings, but they choose to not use them.
They're always standing on the ground. It's like, it's like, why are you down here?
like one of my favorite like endgame dragons in like Star Ocean 3, like you don't get to see him spread his wings until like a really pivotal moment in the actual like lore, but still, like when you fight him, he's like, oh, I'm just gonna stand on my hind legs and, like, you know, face you as a humanoid, kinda. Like, what are you doing? Come on, flap your wings. Like you're an ancient deity almost.
You've got a clear advantage here.
All right, we're ripping and tearing through these bosses. I have the lightning element because so the lightning element out of the three elements that we can you know, get our katana wrapped up in, picks for more instances of damage rather. And for a lot of the boss fights in this game, especially in the early to mid game, the more that you can tick for instances of damage, the more susceptible they'll actually be to, you know, to being stunned or staggered out of their attack. It's actually really cool. You can actually skip like certain phases of you know, someone's boss pattern that way, which is really cool. I mean, for Zangetsu, it kind of doesn't matter because, like, you know, he deals an incredible amount of damage as it is. But for the other characters in this speed run, and then also for the higher difficulties, we're only playing on normal, but the higher difficulties actually do matter when it comes to how tough you can make it through this game.
Can I ask you a quick question about
Sure.
about what you're doing here?
Yep.
How much of the movement that you're doing is part of Zangetsu's base kit, and how much of it is like, is any of this exploits, or is this all just
No, none
part
of
of what
this
he
are
can do?
exploit. Like, so the way that like extra characters and Metroidvanias like these are kind of designed, they are designed to be like effortless, and all of their moves flow within one of another. That's actually like the flavor of Metroidvanias, especially ones that Koji Igarashi has been a part of for so long, especially during his days, you know, during his days at Konami. So Zangetsu is kind of like your Richter Belmont from Symphony of the Night, or Julius from Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow, where they'll have those certain sets of moves unlocked from the beginning. You don't unlock anything with those, or you know, with them. Like, you don't get any key items or anything. Like, they are built like this from the get-go. So they're kind of overtuned by design.
It's awesome.
Twin dragons right now. Kiss. And these dragons, Valak, they're called. Quite iconic throughout the Bloodstained series, because in the prequel game, not Circle, but Curse of the Moon, Inti Creates makes them incredibly great by design and how they look in that 8-bit fashion. Like, it's just so great. And again, thank y'all, everyone that's been watching, especially with this live broadcast here. Got so many people in here, and then again, we are incredibly close to that 4K goal. We are nearly $25 away from hitting even more bonus rhythm game content with this mutual aid fundraiser. I would certainly appreciate it if y'all would hit !donate into the chat, hit that link, help us make those incentives met, and also help us achieve our goal here. We're gonna go to the Bridge of Evil because we got a train to catch. This train stage or segment of the game, you kind of is a little bit reminiscent to Curse of the Moon if you played them. If you haven't played them, please play them. They're like $5 each. Steam sale just passed, but there's always another chance to get them at a great discount. But they're also really great games. Prequel games, again, are developed by Inti Creates. They're ex-Capcom staff, rather. So, you know, people that have made Mega Man 9 and 10 and Mega Man 0 series, like, you know, the movement is just so great. They know just how to modernize a retro gaming experience, and it's just so great. Like this series quickly became one of my favorite series of all time. Just you know, getting instantly hooked with these games. All right, let me go ahead and change real quick. Do a little fast fall technology. I just love the fact that he gets the slide, and that's another thing about like extra characters in Metroidvanias, that like they all have a really like funny way of movement. Like like Symphony of the Night, you have a bat that can dash like infinitely. You have Richter Belmont, who is a single man, like a single human man. Like he doesn't have like a super soldier serum or anything. Like he's not of holy blood or anything. You just see him like dashing through the air like some like anime fighting game, like it's like Melty Blood or something. Like, it's just, like every Metroidvania like just has like some sort of like, you know, wacky movement, and like it's really great to behold as a spectator, but it's even better to perform as a player. Like, definitely pick up any of these Metroidvanias that he's been a part of. Let us go back to I should have gone to Arvantville. Oh, no, we're like halfway through this run already. You get to see another Zumi. We're back to the entrance. Ooh, I think I know. Oop. No, are we back to the entrance? Oh no, I don't think we are. Oh, hold on. Hold on, let me take this little like walk of shame here real quick. While I get back to another entrance, hey, host, can you tell us about this incentive that's going to be coming up? What actually are we going to be unlocking when we hit this extra rhythm game incentive for Pump It Up?
I can tell you about that. And also, not a walk of shame, the Zoomies were worth watching. We are, as mentioned before, we are just $25 away from unlocking our next incentive that's coming up. It is for the Pump It Up 20th Anniversary Edition Showcase by Zelo. And if we reach $500, and again, we are at $475 out of $500, we are just $25 away, Zelo will be doing some bonus co-op songs with their partner, which will not only be very adorable, but also very entertaining, because if you have not seen co-op songs in Pump It Up before, they are so cool and they're so fun to watch. They're an absolute treat, and you do not want to miss this. So again, we are just $25 away. So if you donate, remember to put the incentive, the Pump It Up incentive, in your donation comment, and we'll put it towards that.
Incredible. And I'm super glad that like speedrunning marathons have also adopted like, you know, these rhythm game showcases. They're so amazing to like behold. Like there's something about like, you know, having the stamina to complete an entire set of really great, you know, high octane music for folks. Like you've seen it time and time again. So I need y'all to again get your donations in, help us continue, rather extend that tradition. All right, here we go. We are on the right track now. Secret Soul Sorcery Lab. And actually, even though like I like forgot the route a little bit, it kind of like lends credence to the fact that like there are pretty much no wrong ways to take on all the bosses in this game. Like as long as you do like, you know, visit them all, the any percent you'll have to, you know, defeat a specific set of bosses rather. But for all bosses, you will, you know, come across those bosses to begin with. So, you know, if one route is easier to get than, you know, than the other, you know, especially for someone that might be trying out this route for the first time, I say go for it. All right, we're gonna ascend into the Inferno Cave. This is where, like, this is a lot of instances of these elementals coming from out of nowhere to just block you for like no reason. Like it's just so, it's so frustrating. They're one of the most frustrating things to deal with in this game, no matter what character you play as. Oh yeah, we slide on lava because we're really cool like that. Like that's Zangetsu, like in a nutshell.
I was about to ask if you truly did just slide on lava and completely unfazed.
Like that was just such an anime moment, right? Like, oh, did he really just slide in lava? Like, yeah, you're darn right. You're darn tootin' we did. All right, this is Orobas. Even though he's in the fire area, he's actually weak against the fire element, so you know, it makes our life a little bit easier.
Hey, can I read a donation that just came in?
Oh, absolutely. Go right ahead.
Guys, chat, Bobby.
Yes,
we have
yes.
$200 that just came in from Half Coordinated. That says, "Here's to Gabby being safe and thriving after this. Great to see the community coming together to help out." Little purple heart. Put this to Pump It Up and the remainder to the Stardew Valley bonus. P.S. Hi, Bobby. You're great. Half Coordinated. Thank you so much. Half Coordinated.
I'm about to cry. I'm sorry. Half Coordinated was one of my like first like great friends in the speedrunning community. Like his community and like was part of all right, so basically this glorious human being had adopted a lot of the indie game speedrunning community into their Mumble I was gonna say Mumble server, right? So but way before I had gotten to my first GDQ or offline marathon, I was like getting to meet and befriend so many members of the indie speedrunning community, a lot of people that, you know, are really great mutuals of the speedrunning community today, and like just to see them here, you know, just showing up and donating such an incredible sum to a great friend of ours, like that's just like they've been nothing but a wholesome beacon in like my life specifically for so many years. They remain an incredible constant and a constant reminder of the good that can be in someone within this community. So thank you, Half. Thank you. Folks, we are super close. We are on the cusp of $4,000 raised for this incredible endeavor. I beseech you, let's hit it, because Gabby deserves it.
I might cry.
I'm about to cry.
I'm a little emotional right now. But what Bobbeigh said, first off, any of that was beautiful. And about reaching $4,000, I could not have said it better myself, because we are $35 away from hitting our goal for this marathon this weekend. That is wild. Thank you so much again, Half Coordinated. And chat, we can do this. $35 more gets us more marathon, gets us an additional Stardew Valley run for the crafts room, but also just goes to an incredible person and an incredible cause. So thank you all so much.
And let's keep it going. We are nearly there. Let's make that magic happen for a loyal member of the charity scene here. And that's great that we've had these heartfelt moments, because I don't really have much else to say about this run. I mean, we're doing the same OP-ish. We're going to places. There's a cat there. You can pet the cat in this game. You know, it's always some really good stuff.
Did that count as petting?
Oh, okay. So like, you know, because like I have a cat at home, and like he's a little bit of a butt, you know. But sometimes when I lay on the couch and like we watch like, you know, TV or something, they'll like cuddle up to my feet, and like you know, like I'll pet him that way. Like that's not that's
sort of
the
counts.
way he likes to be petted, you know. The cats are weird. I mean, like you can attest. There are lovable fur balls. All right. So we're going to one more boss before we're heading out of here. We're nearly done. I just got to show this imposter who's boss. He's been talking some stuff, saying he's the real, you know, Zangetsu Katana Daddy. We're going to prove him wrong right now. We're going to think he has us backed into a corner, but as he swings very, very, you know, placidly, very weakly, we are just laying on the DPS onto him. We are the real Katana Daddy. All right, now we're going to be coming into one of our, or one of my favorite areas in the game, but let's escape here first. I don't really like these guys. I do like the cat. Again, we're going to pet the cat again. That counts as petting.
Shout out to petting the cat.
And we got another one. Ow. All right. Oh wait, but before we go to the really great area, we have to go fight a really important person real quick. Like I had mentioned before, the kind of main visionary for this game, Koji Igarashi, main producer and director of many great Metroidvania games. Loves leaving his little jabs at his former company. So before we head into the Nether Void right there, let's pay a visit to one of my favorite bosses in the game. Legally distinct and all. The War Horse's room, or I would like to call him Byman Selmont. He's got a whip. He's got that walk. Who could he be?
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't ring any bells, actually.
Oh, he's got the cross that goes back. He's got that neutral jump. He's got those really stale arcs. Who could he be? Chat, help me out here. All right, here we go. The Den of Behemoths, or as I like to call it, Tiny Huge Island from Super Mario. Because you are a tiny man, but everything is so huge. But even as a tiny individual, we carry on. Oh, there goes the dragon again.
Bye, dragon.
Give dragon pets too.
Oh, that's true. If you technically pet the cat, then by the same rules, you did pet the dragon.
Are dragons just scaly cats? Let's talk, chat. Sound off in the comments below.
Collects things, hoards them, likes shiny things.
Is butt for no reason.
It's all tracks.
All right, here's Veilfar. Speaking of hoarding things, a lot of coin. That's the name of his game. We were just gonna brush his teeth real quick with our sword. So the gimmick with this guy is actually he's supposed to steal all of your money, and the more money that he steals from you, the more he actually heals on up. But Zangetsu's got like 89 cents to his name, so he only heals about like 89. Well, there we go. Hey, tough times, buddy. Inflation and all. All right. We're going to escape this Den of Behemoths, this tiny, huge island. I just really love how this stage looks, though, and, like, you know, the music just kind of gives you that sense of dread. The Glacial Tomb will also give you a sense of dread as the elementals return to block you and chip you away for 100 damage each, so you gotta be really, really careful. But it's quite alright. I'm gonna slide through here. Make sure our backdash button is held so we don't get, damaged. Oh, Lord. Woo! Yep, and see, they just wait for you right there. They are incredibly pesky. A couple more bosses left. You got a good old Gremory here. The gimmick with this, oh, we even get the phase skip, nice. But so our main weapon, the Zangetsu, is basically like the end-all, be-all, Ultima weapon of this game. So also being in line with extra characters being OP, Zangetsu already has access to his weapon because it is his main weapon. All right, then we're gonna go settle the score real quick. Actually, we're not like entirely done. There's a handful more left, which means there's a handful more of minutes that you can get your donations in, so we can hit our $4,000 goal. We are super close, gang.
Can I give a shout out real quick to a bid war?
Yes, you may.
So it seems that somebody half coordinated has decided to put the extra from their donation after meeting the Pump It Up incentive to balance out the Adopt the Cat versus Dog bid war for Stardew Valley. So Adopt a Cat and Adopt a Dog are both now at $176.50. I will not stand for a tie here. Do what is right. Donate for your favorite. Again, I'm pro dog, but I'm not going to yuck anyone's yum. Pick your favorite. But we cannot have a tie here. We've gone so far. We've had many swings. It's been very dramatic. Do not let this end in a tie. Donate for cat or dog.
Right now. You
Right
gotta
now.
do it now.
You gotta
Right
do it now. Technically, you have the entire Pump It Up showcase, but for the sake of this,
Like right
Yeah.
now? Right now. Yeah.
right now.
Help us be part of something great. Like the amount of hype that we're gonna be having when we hit 4K, and the amount of relief that everyone here will feel for their friend Gabby. You gotta be part of that. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. Actually, as a matter of fact, this run will go like a couple of minutes over estimate. So that's even more minutes that you get for your little for our little magic maid. All right, 8-Bit Nightmare. I love this stage because you know, it's reminiscent to old school Castlevania. It's so cool. Oh, ow. Fire does also burn. Go over there. And let's hope this version of the Cookie Monster plays nice. Oh, nope, he's gonna be a jumpy boy.
Is this another example of a creature with wings not using their wings and instead simply jumping?
See, you get me, right? like what the heck?
Like they were flapping and everything, and just staying in
And
position.
then they just decide to go down. Like you had the high ground, Anakin. You know. All right, we got one final boss, but who could it be? When all the evils have been vanquished. Uh-oh. Bad ending. That's right. Miriam is at the helm, and unfortunately, we must vanquish her. Or a little, you know, a little friendly spar, however you see it. But this fight can actually be pretty hard to do kind of fast because you gotta have some sort of manipulation. You gotta make sure that you don't get knocked back, especially in this phase. And you have to keep up with her backdashing. She backdashes pretty often. All of her phases do have 4,000 health. You gotta make sure to count that as well. Right here, so cast Bloodsteal because she, you know, longevity. Oh, I staggered her out of her attack. But I actually need to be keeping up with the parries, which would also recover a lot of MP that I need. And that's time. I changed the blood to purple because, you know, it's Gabby. Everything's gotta be purple. This will get past the YouTube censors and all that. Y'all, thank y'all very much for tuning in to this display of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I super appreciate y'all, and especially since we are only $30 away from 4,000 raised. We crushed that incentive for rhythm games. And we're gonna be continuing on this marathon with Pump It Up. And also with Stardew at the very end. You know, production really wanted it to be Turnip Boy commits tax evasion again, but you know, we just could not let that be. But hey, just a little bit about me. Hey, I do a lot of indie game and retro game speed runs. I'm also really wanting to, you know, continue to do a lot for the charity side of the speedrunning community. So would love to, do a lot more performances. I am doing another one of my own productions soon, but today's not about me. Today's about Gabby. Keep tuned in, everybody, and Spef, you've been an incredible host. Thank you very much for chopping it up with me, asking me questions throughout the run. They were incredible to answer, like really fun thought provokers. And again, everybody, please stay tuned for the rest of the marathon. Please keep your donations in. We would love to reach that goal before night's end.